Welcome back to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. This is part 3 of the channeling. Twin Flame Sex Triggers DM Running. So I was saying that there is no doubt in both of their minds that they love each other. But the Divine Masculine has a very strong ego, and the Divine Feminine is low on self-respect. That is the reason why she has been chasing him and explaining things to him and trying to convince him again and again that this is real, this is true love. Why do you come back to me again and again? Why do you want to talk to me again and again? Why can't you just be happy in your life? That's because you love me, that's because it's real. Things like that. And when she goes away from him, because in many cases, the runner and chaser role is exchanged by each other also. And this is that type of couple that I see, that they exchange the roles. Sometimes the feminine becomes the runner and the other one becomes the chaser, then that becomes the chaser and this becomes runner. And they are playing this game, this tiring game, and obviously they are not playing this game because they love to play this game, because they're enjoying this game. They are themselves trapped in this loop, this vicious loop. The only person who can break out from this loop is the feminine. The divine is sending this message to feminines, all the feminines on this planet, to awaken themselves fully, because this planet is in the hands of the feminines. I have one more channeling about feminines and masculine energy role play, and it's a very intense channeling, so I will do it separately. But I keep getting the visions of that channeling. It kind of interferes in this channeling, because in that channeling they are showing to me again and again that the divine feminine can do anything. She can do anything. All of them can awaken the God energy in them, all of them. And then the divine masculine will become an aid and a support system. But she does not need him as a support system, to be honest, because she can do everything on her own. And this is not from an ego perspective, because she had the lack of self-respect. Otherwise, there are many ways of forgiving another person. You must forgive the other person, but you should also set boundaries. She has to learn how to set boundaries, not only with the DM, but with so many people. Be it in workplace, be it in family relationships, be it with parents, be it with siblings, even with pets. You can't do this, you can't do that. Sexual trauma has been a highlight for many of you, and you know that. Some of you have also felt very bad about it. Some of you also said that there must be something wrong in me that I attracted this. I must have done something. I am the one, with this bad fate, with this bad destiny. I keep attracting these type of abusers in my life. Or when she was a child, she attracted certain abusers and violators. And that one bad touch, that one bad instance, it is in her heart. It gives her pain. She cries. She cannot trust the divine masculine fully. And you would know this if you are an advanced soul. If you are more aware person, you know when your dark nights come. You know that this is a dark night. This is such a solid, strong, dark, heavy feeling. And in one hand, the DM says to her that I love you. I love you so much. I want to meet you. I want to hold your hand. I want to kiss you. And then she thinks about all those bad episodes that happened with her, where she was sexually manipulated or sexually used, maybe some previous relationship. And some of you also had a false twin scenario. And the false twin relationship goes on for a long time for some people. It's a very, very toxic relationship to be in. And It will show many signs of twin flame relationship. A false twin will literally look like a real twin. It can confuse even the best of feminine sometimes, that is it really real twin or false twin? What is this? What is this happening in my life? But they can, obviously, they'll learn with time. So one big factor of this relationship, this journey, this twin flame journey, and I'm here to tell you guys all of that. You can get private readings, you can get personalized sessions, you can get personalized coaching. And in future, who knows, you would also one day be coaching other people, helping other people. I know there are some people who have converted a union scenario like, hey, come to me, I will put you in union as a business, as a bait. There are people who advertise, come to me, I will put you on union, on your twin flame union. You have to be careful for that, with those things, with those people, with those situations. You have to find the right healer for you, the right coach for you. Because then too you will, then too you can waste time. I'm not here to say anything bad for anyone. I don't want to. But I want to tell you guys that this is a planet of duality. Planet Earth is a planet of duality. You will see everything on this planet. You will see the good, you will see the bad, you will see the day, you will see the night, you will see the dark, you will see the light. It's up to you. You have to be in the middle. Now, this is very important because this will help you out in your dealings with people. Some people think that spiritual people, they don't get angry. Some people say that spiritual people, they don't say anything wrong to anyone. They don't shout at anyone. They do too, and they have to. You cannot be so sweet and so nice like sugar, like chocolate that someone gulps you, swallows you. You cannot be so bitter, so vile, so poisonous that people throw you out. You have to be in the middle. When it is required to set boundaries, when it is required to set discipline, or when it is required when someone troubles you, when someone abuses you, troubles you, you have to tell them with a very strong face, that, hey, don't you dare, don't you do this. The divine feminine has to learn all of these things. You have to be a badass when it's required to be a badass, and you have to be an angel when it's required to be an angel. But you can only do that when in your heart you are one. When you're in union, when you're in singularity, you will know how to do that. And sexuality is not something to be ashamed of. Your body, whatever size, shape it is, whatever color you have, whatever complexion you have, whatever ethnicity you have, whatever race you have, it's not something to be arrogant of. It's you don't have to be a Kardashian. You don't have to be like all the people who follow the Kardashians and all the fake pop stars, all the fake celebrities who have all plastic surgery, full of insecurities, full of surgeries, full of Botox, but they are so arrogant. They're like, oh my God, I'm a diva. But if you remove everything from them, they have toxic sexuality. And this is what they are spreading on the planet to children, to girls. They are giving all the wrong messages of toxic matriarchy, toxic femininity, toxic sexuality, and hardcore materialism. There's nothing that they talk about faith, humanity, goodness. You have to be so arrogant. So the divine feminine, through all these triggers, she has to learn the right thing. If your twin flame divine masculine is not doing the right thing to you, for you, you have to be very stern with him. You cannot be like, okay, oh my baby, you love me so much, you are so nice, oh my God, I can do anything to please you, anything for you, I will give my life for you, I will give my blood for you, I will give my soul for you. You don't have to do that. If you think that he is not treating you correctly, if you think that he does not know about boundaries, then you have to tell him, and you can only do it when you know how to live alone, when you know how to be independent, when you know how to be completely a person full of faith, when you know that, look, I am doing something that my soul is telling me to do, and I am completely on my own. I came to this planet on my own. I'm gonna die alone. My soul is all alone. He is on the journey with me. He is on the path with me. He is my co-traveler. Maybe we came from some other galaxy. Maybe we came from some other world. We came from some other dimension. But I am a soul after all. You have to have that power, that confidence on yourself, on your sacred sexuality. If you love your divine masculine, you have to have faith in your love. You have to have that type of respect for yourself, that I love him, he's mine, I'm attracted to him. Okay, so have you seen men, how they, even if I've seen some married men, I've seen some unfaithful men, they're so like on the face when you ask them, hey, why did you cheat on me, why did you do this to me? These are all toxic masculines, by the way. I'm not giving example of someone nice. A toxic masculine would say this on their face, on your face. If they cheat on you, they'll say, yeah, I fell for that girl, I liked her, I'm attracted to her, so what? They can be like that. This is the wrong thing they possess. They are wrong. But when you're right, when you have, in your heart and in your soul that this is the person I love, then what's the shame in that? He can be different, you can be different, both of you can be like poles apart from each other. So what I see is that both of these, DF and DM, they are very much sure about their love, but after their intimate situations, they always question each other and they always fight, but they don't say it straight what is troubling them. It is the divine masculine here who says to the divine feminine that I don't want to be with you, I don't want to meet you. Very clearly he says that I don't think you love me. So she says to him that what makes you say that? What makes you say that I don't love you? And he comes up with something that this is what I feel. And then she says something back to him that no, this is not why I did so. This is the reason behind my action or whatever. But both of them don't get each other. Both of them, they are like, no. This person is not giving me the correct explanation. This person is not satisfying my situation or my problem. My solution is not there. All of this happens when there are blocked energies. Because it's not them, it's not the outside person who is troubling you. It's your own inner thought that is troubling you. And since they both mirror each other's insecurities, each other's problems, each other's shallow thinking, narrow-mindedness, there is nothing wrong in accepting what's wrong in us. We are not perfect people. The problem is when we try to be perfect. We have to find perfection in our imperfections. That yeah, I think I did this mistake, I made this mistake, but next time onwards I'm not going to do this. But you don't have to go after someone. When you are real, when you are true, when you're authentic, you don't have to convince other people, someone, you're masculine to, get back with you. There are some girls, they keep messaging. For 2 years they're messaging. There is no response, but they're messaging. Or I saw somewhere there was a question someone had written that I have not spoken to my DM for 1.5 years or 2 years or something like that. Yeah, 2 years. And it's his birthday. Should I message him happy birthday? Like seriously, does it matter? Does it matter that you have to wish that person in front of God, say to God that, hey, it's his birthday and I wish him well. That's it, if you really want to. But these happy birthdays, these parties, these get-togethers, these dates, all of these are very materialistic things. And this whole sacred sexuality is basically trying to tell you that you gotta love the soul so much that the body follows automatically without you doing anything. Even the intimacy has to be inspired action. It does not have to be deliberate or planned action. So these two individuals, they are basically deliberately planning things out, deliberately doing everything that, okay, I will make this move and the other person will like it. And if the other person doesn't like it, they go like, oh my god, this person doesn't love me, or all my efforts to please them always go in vain. This is lack of patience, this is lack of timing, this is lack of understanding. You know, there are so many married couple, they sometimes go through these phases of separation while living under the same roof. And that's why I said some of you could be in union also. For the world, for the, you know, for the society, you must be in union, that you're married, you're the twin flame divine couple who are married and who are happy with each other, and you're sharing the videos, you're talking to people, blah blah blah. But you're under one roof, you're not happy. You're probably spending, you know, like your time away from each other, trying to, it's good to spend time alone, it's really healthy to spend time alone. But when you're spending time alone, if you keep cursing each other, that look at this person, she doesn't care for me, or he doesn't care for me, you know, that mind chatter, that disrespect, then there's no point of being alone. So some of you are under the same roof, but you're still in separation. And some of you are in long distance relationship, but you're in union. You're so happy with each other. You're like, hey, I have not seen this person for a year. He's on some work project, or she's on some work project, or they're doing something with the environment, they're doing something for the animals or for the plant world, or for this or for that, or for some social service work, they have gone away, or blah blah blah. So many scenarios can play out, but you have so much commitment for each other, so much love for each other, so much respect for each other. Commitment is not on paper. So being a divine feminine and being a divine masculine, this is the number one thing that you need to write down on your to-do list, that you love one another no matter what. It's not about the body. It's not about the body at all. It's not about the, you know, the sacred sexuality. This is the meaning of sacred sexuality, that it's not about the steps you take every day to be with someone, to understand someone, to please someone. It should be very smooth sail, like normal thing. And there can be days when you have a headache, there can be days when you have a stomach ache, there can be days that someone may not be up for a movie or up for a phone conversation, for a long chat. You should just let them be. If you're an independent person, you're not going to go and poke into someone's space again and again like a woodpecker, like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, give me space, give me time, give me love, give me love, give me love. You don't love me, you don't love me, oh, you don't love me, you're so this, you're so that, oh, I hate you for not loving me enough, I love you so much, but you don't show it to me, you don't do anything to show it to me, I have these demands, you never fulfill them, I have so much expectations, and then you're complaining, you're a complaint bag, you're a nag. That's not a healthy relationship. That's not being divine. And then to manipulate, you know, there are these situations when, you know, sexuality is used. And then what does it leave you with? It leaves you with feeling heavy, grumpy, sad, unhappy, in pain. So in this channeling, I want to say that you are perfect, whole and divine. You're perfect. Your sexuality is perfect. You're beautiful. You're amazing. And so is he or she, whosoever it is in front of you. They are fine the way they are. If they need a break, if they need some space, if they want to do something of their own, let them be, because that is also a part of sexuality. Sexuality is exploring yourself fully. It's not something negative. This is where the channeling ends now for all of you. For any personal healing or reading or tarot card sessions, live sessions, video sessions, there are many techniques that I use. There are many techniques that I have developed over a period of time, over all these years of my work. The book that I have written, I wrote that book in 2009 actually. 2009 onwards I was writing it. 2010 it got published, and then 2011 it got republished after better work, after better editing and all that. So I've been in this journey for a long time. And I can say this from my own experience, that many of us, we keep coming and going into union. Don't get fooled by the union that is being sold in the market, sold and sold. You are here on this planet for a mission, for a purpose, and this is supposed to be your last life on planet Earth. Unless you want to be here forever, you want to be in the same loop of life and birth, it's up to you. And your divine feminine and your divine masculine, and this is for divine feminine, so divine masculine, your divine masculine is here to help you out. He's actually your team member. He is your team player. Remember that. Everything that he gives you as a trigger, and if he runs away from you, anytime he runs away from you, you know that there is work to do. And if he especially runs after intimacy, then you know that there is sacral chakra healing, there are sexual traumas, there is some abuse that has happened, there is so much that you need to work on. You need to become like this person who's very confident about her choice of love, about her choice of person, about her choice of partner. So thank you so much for being here with me on this channeling. And I also want to thank the universe for doing this so spontaneously, using me as a vessel, using me as a messenger. And I don't even know how this is happening. You must have gone through my channel history. You must have seen my previous videos. I was not doing channelings regularly. I was doing it before the lockdown in India. I was very regular. And then, but in the last 6 months, I have been receiving so many messages, so many updates that at one point I was going like, oh my God, what's happening? I'm getting so many messages. Maybe I should write it down. Maybe I should put it somewhere. Maybe I should make an audio and then come back to it later. And I did that. I did make those audios and then I deleted them. So it's all divine timing. It's all divine intervention. We cannot do everything just like that. Something makes us do it. We are not the doer. Doer is someone else. The Supreme Being is the doer. So let Supreme Being be the doer. Let Source Energy be the doer. And we should just be the observer, someone who watches. And if you watch someone, you are the one who watches, then you're not going to react. You're not going to react when they run away. You're not going to react when they say something mean. You're just going to wait. You're just going to be peaceful and you'll say, hey, it hurts in my heart. There is some heaviness. Let me first deal with this. Let me just look into myself and remove this heaviness. All the very best and stay around. And I love you all. And let's spread one love and peace on planet Earth and give as much love as we can to our Mother Earth.